Hey guys, Nicholas Schroeder here, one half of the Schroeder Brothers, Berkshire Hathaway Results Realty. I want to bring you the second episode of our Get to Learn On series. Today we're going to talk about the home buying process. We want to make you the most informed consumer possible. Now, go ahead and kick it off. The first two steps are kind of interchangeable, but we'll do it the way that the wheel shows it. The first step being meet with a real estate professional. You can find a real estate agent or you can find a realtor. They are in many ways the same, but in many ways different as well. A realtor is held to a different code of ethics. So those that are willing to go a little bit extra step, they will pay an extra fee and be part of the National Association of Realtors, but that may be something to consider whenever you are looking for a realtor. In addition, you also want to look for someone that you get along with. You're going to be spending quite a bit of time with them. So the first person may not be the right person, may not be a friend, may not be the person you've heard the most of, but find the person that your personality clicks with the most, because again, you're going to be spending quite a bit of time with them. Second step is getting pre-approved. You definitely want to do that. You can go to your bank. We always recommend checking out your bank if you have a relationship that you build over time with them. Or you can check with your real estate agent and they can recommend one of their preferred lenders. We have a couple preferred lenders, but the reason these are preferred lenders is because of the communication we have with those people. We like to stay in contact with our lenders throughout the entire buying process. That way we can inform our clients of what's going on throughout the entire process. A lot of times you run into situations where a lender may not be as easy to communicate with and leaves everybody somewhat frustrated. So communication is key. That's why we have our preferred lenders. The next step after you're pre-qualified, after we know what we can get you into, is a search for homes. This is the fun part. There's many different ways to find homes these days. You obviously have different apps on your phone. We have a great app. We'd be happy to send anybody. It's GPS enabled, allows you to drive through a neighborhood, you see a house you like with a for sale sign, hit the button, it'll give you the information on that house, again, because it is GPS enabled. Of course, there's numerous websites out there. Some of the big national ones, we have our Berkshire Hathaway Home Services website, which is a national website, and we also have our personal website at liveflowlife.com, which will allow you to search for homes for sale as well. What we like to do for our clients, in addition to that, is we set them up with alerts. We have your criteria, we know exactly what you're looking for, the amount of bedrooms, bathrooms, size of yard, different features. Maybe you want a pool, maybe you don't. Maybe you want an HOA, maybe you don't. We are able to set up an alert for when a home with your criteria, when it hits the market, you're the first person who knows about it. You get an email right when that happens, that way we can schedule a showing. And we can be first ones in to take a look at that house to see if it is the right house for you. Next step, if that is the right house for you, is to make an offer. Now, there's a lot of things that go into making an offer, a lot of paperwork that goes into it as well. But what we like to make sure everybody knows is yes, price is important, but it's not necessarily the only thing that's important. There are different terms that go in with an offer. There is the length of time that it takes to close. There is the lender that you're working with. There is the time of inspection, and a couple other things in there as well. But all of those things come in to consideration when a seller is looking at your offer. So don't forget, price isn't everything. If you can close fast, a lot of times you get a little bit better deal, because now in essence you're getting the seller out of that home a little bit faster, and maybe they're having to avoid making their next mortgage payment, so that's going to save them some money. So that allows that price to fluctuate just a little bit. Next thing, negotiation and contract. Once we get to that point, we make that offer, they come back, they say, okay, we're willing to make a deal at this price. That's when we step in. We negotiate the deal to get you the best thing possible, make the best terms for everybody involved, that way everybody wins. Once we have a deal, we move on to escrow. What that is good faith money. You as a buyer put up a certain amount of money into an escrow account held by the title company. That money is your good faith that you're going to purchase that home. And if you do not, if you walk away and breach the contract for any reason, the seller has the opportunity to get that money. So that is everyone's protection, that you are a legitimate buyer. That way the seller proves that. And that money does go towards the cost of purchase of the home, whether it be the closing costs or the purchase, depending on where the money needs to go. After that, we're going to the final details, which would be working with your lender, making sure all of your statements are correct, making sure all the verification that needs to be done. It's all the process leading up to closing. Now, the closing day is an exciting day, but it's also a very hectic day. A lot of things can happen. If you're selling a home and buying a home the same day, then we're trying to make sure that we can get both of those done the same day, that way we don't leave you homeless, or you don't have to stay in a hotel. You're able to leave your old home and move into your new home. Lots of signatures that day as well. You could sign your name a couple dozen times. You'll probably get carpal tunnel, but at the end of it, congratulations, we're going to hand you keys, and you're going to be a homeowner. Guys, that's the basic process of buying a home. We are going to post this along with the written steps on our website at liveflowlife.com. I will post a link in the comments. But as always, if you have any questions about buying or selling, feel free to contact myself or Justin, the Schroeder Brothers of Berkshire Hathaway Results Realty, and we'd love to help you out. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.